Hi, kindergartens. Today we are going to continue to work on making predictions. So I'm going to read you a story called An Ant's Day Off. And I thought that this would be appropriate because we are learning about insects, right? And an ant is an insect because it has 6 legs and it has a head, a thorax, and an abdomen, 3 parts. And it has 2 antennas. So let's read about An Ant's Day Off. And before we even start, have a look at the title page and make a prediction. It's called An Ant's Day Off. The ant is lying on a sunflower. Looks pretty relaxed. What do you think is going to happen in this book? What's your best prediction? And remember, predictions are our best guess about what's realistically going to happen. Okay, let's read on and find out. It's a little bit of a long story, so find a comfy spot. Okay. I'm taking the day off, said Bart. I'm tired of working. No one has ever taken a day off, his friend Floyd reminded him, nervously glancing about. Never, ever, in the history of antdom. Bart and Floyd were sand ants. They spent their days under the ground working all the time. They never had seen the sky or even felt the rain. Whew. Luckily, we're not like that. We get lots of breaks. But this morning, as Bart toiled about the mound of sand he was moving on in Tunnel B to Tunnel A, he glanced up. High above was a glimmer of blue, far and away, and it called to him, "Come, little ant, come out and play." You must work and work and work and work and work and work some more, Floyd said, seeing the wild gleam in Bart's eye. Happiness is a finished chore. Is that what you think? Happiness is a finished chore? Sometimes it sure is. But it was too late. Bart threw down his load of sand. Throw down your load of sand, kindergartens. And he climbed up. Pretend you're climbing up, kindergartens. You're the ant and you're escaping out the top. Don't, cried Floyd. They'll never let you back in. So here's a great spot to make a prediction. What do you think that ant is going to find up at the top of that tunnel? What do you think he's going to see? Now let's see if your prediction was right. Whoop. Whoop. Up and up, Bart scrambled until his head popped out into the bright spring day. He nearly fainted with the shock of it all. The sky was too high to imagine an end to it. A breeze tugged at his antenna, and the sun felt golden warm on his head. Oh gosh, can you imagine your very first time being outside from under the ground? Whew, what a day. Get a move on, barked a stern ant guarding the nest. Food patrol is over there. Bart hurried down the mound to join the line. All the other ants kept their eyes straight ahead and their noses on the ground as they marched towards the remains of a giant bagel. But Bart saw an opening in the grass and he scurried away. Make a prediction. Where do you think old Bart's off to now? Let's read on and see. He came to a broad river. Row, said a voice. Row, said another voice. Bart peered around the edge of the water iris. He saw 2 frogs. Gently down the stream, said one frog. Merrily, 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 said the other frog. They were actually singing. And together they croaked, but life is but a dream. Ooh. Those frogs are good singers. Now, why don't you make a prediction? What do you think those frogs are going to do when they see the ant? What's your very best guess? Bart hopped onto a leaf lying near the water's edge and pushed himself out into the stream. "Hello!" he cried to the frogs. Then to his horror, the large frog snapped a fly right in its mouth, and the small frog looked at Bart hungrily. Oof. You may have gotten yourself into some trouble here, Bart. Make a prediction, kindergartens. What do you think is going to happen next? Poor Bart was just trying to make a friend. The frog's tongue flicked out, but then the current picked up and Bart floated out of reach. The little frog settled back with a blink. "Row," he croaked. "Row," croaked the big frog. Inside his head, Bart heard a tiny voice, and it sounded just like his friend Floyd. "Always work, never rest. You see what comes of idleness?" said Floyd's voice. So he doesn't think that his friend Bart should just be relaxing. He thinks he should be working, because that's what ants do. They work. "Perhaps I should go back to the nest," Bart thought. Suddenly his leaf caught on a branch and spun to a stop. Make a prediction. Do you think he's going to carry on this adventure he's having? Or go back to the nest? Get back to doing some work with his friend? Let's read on and find out. Bart scrambled to the shore. A tall dandelion stood in his way. Maybe he would see just a bit more of the world before he went back. Make a prediction. I think he's going to scramble up to the top of that dandelion, look far and wide, and what do you think he'll see? Maybe he'll see you. Maybe he'll see me. The petals were soft. Oh gosh, touch something soft right now, kindergartens. Woo! The petals were soft. The sun was warm. For the first time in his life, Bart wasn't doing anything. "Don't feel bad," the Floyd voice said. "Lying here lazy and useless while your fellow ants are struggling below." I guess I do feel a little bad, Bart thought. But it was very pleasant just the same. He yawned and closed his eyes. Was this a nap? He'd heard tales of such things back in the nest. I bet some of you have been taking naps, kindergartens. I hope nothing happens to him while he's taking a nap. Make a prediction. What do you think is going to happen? Woof! Woof! It's a little frightening. It's a little frightening. And I've never seen a bee dressed anything like this. The air beat against him in gentle tickling waves. Bart murmured. As he rolled over. Hovering above him was a huge honeybee brimming with pollen. Down she came, and she landed right on top of him. "Help!" he squawked. The bee busily gathered her pollen, and then she took off, taking Bart with her. "Oh, Bart, you might be in big trouble now." Okay, make your prediction. What do you think's going to happen? Bart's flying away on a bee. What do you think will happen to him? Woo-hoo! She flew up and down and up and down and up and down. Bart could see sky and field and sky and field, and a sneeze tickled in his nose. Show me your sneeze. And Bart fell down, 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 until he landed with a whomp right on top of another dandelion. Oh gosh, I wonder if another bee is going to come and take him and whisk him away. I bet flying on one bee was enough for Bart for one day. He scrambled to his feet. "Whew, I'm alive," he cried, "and I'm probably the only sand ant ever in the history of antdom to fly." Bart didn't notice the dark clouds in the sky. Plop, plop, plippity, plop, plop, plop. Bart looked up. His first ever rain. Splosh, splosh, raindrops burst upon him. The dandelion swayed. Bart slipped off into a puddle and came up gasping. He had to get back to the nest. "They'll never let you back in." Floyd's words came rushing back. Get a move on, never stop, never tarry. An ant who wastes time will never marry. That guy's pretty good at rhyming, isn't he? Then they all came back to him. The words every ant heard from the day he was hatched. Boy, oh boy, he doesn't look very happy, does he? Poor guy's getting rained on. He doesn't know if he can find his way back home or if they'll let him back in. Make a prediction. What do you think he's going to do next? That's possible. Yeah, that is possible. Let's read on and find out. He staggered up to the entrance of the nest. There at the top stood a guard ant. Look at him saying, "No!" Bart realized with a horrible start that he had carried nothing. No lace bug wing, no bagel crumb, not even a grain of sand, nothing useful. "Halt!" cried the guard. "Who goes there?" "It's me," stammered Bart. "Bart the sand ant." "Sand ant? What are you doing here?" I think he's going to get in some trouble. Wild lies flashed through Bart's head. Oh gosh, I hope he doesn't tell a lie. Maybe he could say that he was kidnapped by earthworms, or that he was blind and couldn't see. "I took the day off," Bart whispered. "I'm not doing anything. I'm being totally and completely useless. I floated down a stream, I took a nap, and I flew on a bee. But that was mostly by mistake." "A day off," said the guard. You took a day off?" Bart nodded miserably. Sure did. The guard paused and then he said quietly, "I took a day off once before too." "You did?" breathed Bart. "Don't tell anyone," snapped the guard. "Not a peep." "Oh, I'll never say a word." "Listen, if you take the day off, always bring back a bit of something," muttered the guard as Bart slipped past. "That's what the others do." "Others?" Bart asked. "Sometimes," the guard said softly. "Well, sometimes an ant just needs to look at the sky now and then, doesn't he?" And then he frowned and turned away. Well, boy, oh boy. That guard ant's reaction was a bit of a surprise to me. Wasn't it a surprise to you? I thought he was going to get in trouble. Good thing he was honest. Bart hurried back to Tunnel B. Floyd had carried away his mound of sand and Bart's too. What a great friend, helped him out. "I'll do twice as much tomorrow," Bart promised. "Tell me all about your day off," Floyd whispered. "Tell me everything." And Bart did. Once, twice, again and again, all through the long summer, Bart told Floyd about the sun and the frogs and the rain. One day when it was nearly fall, Bart found Floyd standing stock still, staring up at the sparkle of blue sky from above. Stir up, kindergartens, pretend you're that ant looking up through the tunnel and you want out. "I couldn't," Floyd gulped. Bart laid down his grain of sand. "Come on, I'll show you." But, wait a minute," cried Floyd. "Never ever in the history of antdom has an ant taken a second day off." Make a prediction. What do you think's going to happen here? Think these ants are going to take a day off together? Bart just grinned, and the two friends began to climb. And then you could actually come up with your own story. Could even think about different adventures that those two ants are going to have together, taking their second day off. Okay, I hope you had fun making predictions. And I hope you have a lovely day. Okay, bye kindergartens, until next time.